welcome back in the studio today. You remember I did this in my previous video, which I will link up here. I just did this with flat brush, and I mentioned that while I was painting this, I felt that there were lots of other shapes that I could, or a lot of variations that I could express with the flat brush using these techniques. So today we are going to explore that. I'm just going to be using a ProArt Proline Plus 5/8 of an inch brush. I found this to be the best for the way I work, certainly, and I'm going to be using the Fabriano Academia because it's a good cheap paper that is awesome for doing quick exercises and practices on. So that was a lot of fun. I can't believe just by changing how you put the brush down, you can get so many different expressions and textures from the same brush. I started off by doing these little ones that are quite similar to these ones that I've done. And I'm sorry that that was out of the frame to begin with. I just tried, this is exactly the same as those ones, and then I started making like triangle shapes, and then I bent the brush on one side to get like a curved look, and that gives it more of a windswept look. And then this was just straight on right next to each other, and then a few rows of the same texture, and this is more like grass. And then I did all these different angles. I started off by doing this one, I think, and it looked like a pine thing, and then I realized I could use the brush this way rather than just fanning out. And then I came up with this, which was like a different kind of pine cone, and then I did this, which was like a flower, or you know, the fluffy bit in the middle of a flower. I'm sorry, I don't know what that's called. Please let me know in the comments down below what that's called. Or maybe like a really fine chrysanthemum. And same here. And then I did like a column of these, which made it look a bit like a different kind of pine. And then I did more linear stuff here, crosses and then lines, and I was trying to experiment with different density of the same mark in these three. And then here was, I had a lot more paint on my brush than here, so it gave a completely different look. And then I started flicking the brush as I drew the lines, and then I started doing a concentric semicircle which made me think that looks like dandelion head, so I did this circular one. I really like this one. I think I am going to try something like this with this one for Redbubble. And then I was just mucking around here. This was more like doing a triangle, trying to get a triangle outline. And also, rather than doing in concentric pattern, I did all the way down in each line. And then I was kind of cross-hatching with the brush. This is just what I came up with from the top of my head in 20 minutes. So you just imagine what you can do when you spend more time and different people do it. Try experimenting with the brushes you have and see what kind of different textures you can get from them. If you come up with a new texture that I haven't covered in here, please do share with me on Instagram. I think my Instagram is otokano_art. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!